Hi, Mark from Truckbait here. It is the end of November 2012. We finished Thanksgiving. I'm a little fatter. Also, last week, my wife and I came back from Crocodile Bay Lodge down in Costa Rica. Had a great time back there. If any of you guys are thinking about taking that cruise, feel free to give me a call here at the shop. Wonderful place, wonderful time. And we'll have a little video posted probably of the wife catching some 50-pound dorado, sailfish, whatever. But that's another story. Upon coming back from my little vacation, lo and behold, we had new reels from Accurate to show off. Actually, it was not a great surprise. Ben Seacrest, their sales manager, and I had been talking about these for, oh boy, maybe going back to August, September time. And they were looking for areas that they could exploit, increase their business, and we provided some input. Ben, of course, did his homework. He's a pro and has been in this business for a long, long time, working with a number of different companies, AFCO, the old bike makers, a few different people. But Ben's good, and he did his homework well. And so upon my return, here we have a bunch of new reels at the shop to show off. We've had a lot of questions about the new Fury series from Accurate. We'll try and do a quick comparison of the Fury series versus the DPX or the Boss series reels. And that's what the purpose of this little video is about. I may go over briefly some of the other stuff, but the idea is to be short and sweet and provide folks a little bit of background on the Fury series so they can see why this may or may not be the reel for them. Thanks. Okay, first off, let's talk a little bit about the DPX series before we go to the Furies. On the DPX, these are the Boss series reels, and Accurate made a change this year, and they went to a triple dog format. The triple dog anti-reverse system brings back the old school dog, which is a mechanical anti-reverse to keep the handle from going backwards. With 3 dogs, you have basically 11 degrees or less of arc on the handle before a dog engages. What does that mean? Well, 1 dog's good, 3 dogs is great. It means there's no handle play, and it's reliable as can be. You're not going to fail with a dog. You're not going to have a problem that way. With an anti-reverse bearing that came on the market because some folks wanted to have the reels really quiet when you turn the handle. And I think Shimano, the bike makers, brought that to the fore. But from a design standpoint, bearings fail. That's just the nature of the beast. Over time, you'll have to replace that bearing. And an anti-reverse bearing is probably the most expensive one on a reel. So, reliability, robustness increase by going to the dogs. Sometimes going backwards is going forwards, especially when you enhance upon it by going 3 dogs like these guys did. Accurate listens to their customer base, and they made this adjustment to the reels in 2012, and it's a good one. Okay, now, getting back to what's new, size to size. This is a new Fury. Now, what Accurate did here that's unique is they went to a single drag system instead of a dual drag system, like they do on the other Boss series reels. The Furies are single on the drag, and a size 400 is a size 400. It looks a little more compact because they bevel the side plate here on the left. But a 400 is a 400, a 500 is a 500, a 600 narrow is a 600 narrow. Now, the gear ratios on these pieces, which are available in both single speed and 2-speed form. Now, on the singles, they're 6-to-1 on the retrieve, on the retrieve. So they're pretty quick in that respect. The 2 speeds, the gear ratio will vary, but basically, you're looking at about 6 dropping down to 3. Okay, back from the telephone call, and I don't remember what I was talking about, but, yep, we'll see. On the Furies, I think, again, the finish is unique on these reels. They really do seem like machines because they're kind of a brushed aluminum finish instead of the polished finish like we have on the Boss series or the DPX series now. The reels are all available in that silver. As mentioned, you have single speed and 2-speed options. The shifting mechanism is the same as before with the Accurate pieces. A simple push button, push here, release here. There's adequate drainage on the reels, to keep the corrosion buildup from occurring on both sides, so you don't have a vacuum created. Free spool performance, excellent. Overall machining quality, very, very good. Again, a unique finish, and like all accurate reels, they're individually serial numbered. They're made here in this country. It looks like the telephone's going again, and I'm going to get off the camera to keep this time short for once. Thank you for watching. We'll try and get more detail, maybe take one of these puppies apart on the next video. Thank you. 2 phone calls. My God.